Good morning, students. Welcome to the physics class. Hope you are fit and fine. Today, we are going to continue with the chapter Force and Laws of Motion. And the topics to be covered are Newton's first law of motion, inertia, types of inertia, and applications of Newton's first law or the inertia. Learning objectives. Dear students, after the completion of the topic, you will be able to define first law of motion and list various types of inertia and then apply first law of motion in day-to-day situations. Students, in the previous lecture we have studied the effects of force, so let's have the quick revision of it. In the first diagram, you can see a man uses a force to move a stationary lawn mower. That means he is applying force to change the position of a body. Now here, a footballer uses a force to change the direction of motion of the ball. Means force can change the direction also. And similarly here, the cyclist uses a bigger force to pedal his bicycle and increase its speed. The force can change the speed. Here, a baker uses a force of his dough to shape it into a curry puffs. Means we can apply the force to change the shape. Quick revision of balanced and unbalanced forces. Now here, in the first diagram, you can see in the tug of war, equal and opposite forces are being applied. That means that this is the balance force. Here on the left side, they are applying 300 Newton force. And on the right side, they are applying the 300 Newton force. The forces are equal and acting opposite directions. So, they are representing balance force. The net force will be 0. And here unbalanced forces, you can see on the left side 400 Newton force is applied and on the right side 300 Newton force is applied. Means forces are not equal. When unequal force is acting on an object, then that here is a rope. The object is rope. So unequal force is acting on the object, then it will be unbalanced forces. Now, before doing Newton's first law, we must know the meaning of frictional force, as we have already studied this topic in previous classes also. So, let's have a quick review of it. A force that opposes relative motion is called friction force. Means whenever body starts moving over another body, then the force of friction comes into action. It arises between the surfaces in contact. Means whenever two surfaces are in contact and one of the surface tries to move, then the friction will come into action and it will oppose the motion. Suppose you are pushing towards right, then frictional force between the two surfaces in contact will be towards left. That means when we push a table and it does not move, then it means it is balanced by the frictional force. Now students, before discussing Newton's laws of motion, we have to consider the Galileo's observation, and after that we will discuss Newton's three laws of motion one by one.